What's up, Mrparka here to do a DVD Fiends review. The movie I'll be reviewing is a movie that I've had my eye on for a long time. I had a really crap bootleg that was unwatchable. I popped it in years ago and I was like, you know, fuck this, I'm not watching this. This looks like shit. And at Cinema Wasteland last time, I just broke down and bought a bootleg of it. I've been holding my breath for 18 fucking years from Code Red. And it looks like I'm going to be turning blue in the face because I still don't know when it's coming out. It is Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker, aka Night Warning. Infamous Video Nasty, as they all are, hence the title Video Nasty. This was made in 1983 and is kind of considered, you know, like a slasher film, but it's much more than that. It's actually a very well-made film, to be honest. It kind of is like your drama thriller, but slasher at the same time. The film opens up with a baby being left with his aunt and the parents leaving. Something was wrong with the parents' brake line and they die a horrible death, which you see a tree stump from a truck go right into this guy's face, and they both die, hence
14 to 10 at the half to a 25-point margin of victory.
Oh.
Marty, once more the
Brakes are gone.
I think 14 years later, something like that, and you find out that the boy's grown up now, he's great at basketball, he's looking for a scholarship, and there's a weird relationship between his aunt and him. His aunt has definitely incestuous undertones, or he loves her. Like the aunt is, the aunt is obsessed with him. She's in love with him for some reason. Very creepy. I mean, of course she would love him, but she's in love with him, doesn't want him to leave, and you can tell. And you start sensing weird things like that. She's very controlling, very possessive, doesn't want him having sex, doesn't want him having a girlfriend, all sorts of things like that. And in an attempt to keep him to stay, she ends up throwing herself upon a TV repairman when he's not there. And the TV repairman tells her basically, I'm not interested, and tries to get away. She won't let him, he slaps her. She ends up stabbing him in the back and killing him. The boy walks in right at that time just to pick up the knife and wonder what the hell happened. And basically, looks like he did it. She said he tried to rape her. Of course, we all know this didn't happen. Enter Bo Stephens, or whatever how you say his name. He's a classic actor from back in the day. And he has this theory. He thinks the kid did it. He's kind of an asshole, a big-time asshole in the beginning. He's sweating these guys down really bad, but a man's life was just taken. And anyways, he develops this theory through a series of events that he finds out that this guy was a homosexual, and he was actually having a relationship with the boys' basketball coach. So he thinks that it's a homosexual ring or something like that, and the boy is actually a homosexual and murdered him, not the stepmother, not the aunt. So this cop's constantly sweating him. You actually like the kid. He's not gay. He has a girlfriend. So you're like, come on. And there's another cop on the scene. You guys would know him from Great Outdoors, the guy who got struck by lightning 67 times or something like that. And basically he starts developing his other theories, looking into the woman's past, the aunt's past, and realizing that she's all messed up. So basically you have this ignorant, stupid cop with tunnel vision who thinks it's a giant gay ring. He's made up his theory. He's going to sell it on that. And this other cop who thinks he is coming close to what's going on. By the end of the movie, the aunt completely loses it. You find out some more details. She even goes too far as to poison the kid's milk, so he screws up during the basketball where there's a scout. It's completely ridiculous at this point. You're so upset at the aunt and the cop that you just want to jump on the screen and strangle them. That's this kind of movie. The only other couple movies have done that to me, Requiem for a Dream, which is an excellent movie, and Eden Lake, which I did not care for my own personal reasons. It just wasn't realistic enough, but tried to be realistic. I'm not going to get on that right now. But Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker, cops do sometimes get tunnel vision from my understanding. I'm not a cop. I haven't dealt with that many cops. But from what television and movies will show you, tunnel vision, the classic tunnel vision thing. There is a really great scene where Bo Svenson starts giving the kid basketball advice, and he talks about he's like, sometimes you don't want to keep your wrist straight, you want to make it limp. That should be pretty easy for you. And that part was just so hilariously disgusting because this cop's such a fucking pig.
Nice shot.
That was a lucky shot. You've got technique, pal. Damn good moves under the basket. Coach Landers teach you those?
Yeah.
Doesn't it bother you that he's a fag?
Come.
Tell me, Bill. Are you a fag?
No.
I'm gonna ask you again. Keep in mind that it pisses me off when people lie to me. Are you a fag?
You're crazy.
Phil Brody. Remember him? The man that got wasted here? Well, he was a fag. And it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense for a fag to be raping your aunt. Now, does it? What does make sense is if you are a fag, too. Now, I'm just postulating. But I believe that you and Phil Brody were having a lover's quarrel. Then the thing got a little out of hand. And your aunt walked in and saw you with a knife in your hand and decided to take the rap. Isn't that the way it happened, ma'am?
You filthy pig! You think you got it all figured out, don't you? Well, you're wrong.
Maybe. You do that, Billy, so help me God. Break your arm. On your outside jumper, stay loose. Helps. And your wrist, keep it limp-like. That shouldn't be too difficult for you.
But by the end, the aunt completely snaps. Everyone and their brother, except Bo Svenson, knows she's the killer. He completely has his tunnel vision, and he's nuts still. But I don't know who's crazier. Anyways, the aunt snaps, and some bodies accumulate, which I did not expect that many people to get whacked in such a mean-spirited way. And some of the more likable characters are the ones who get whacked, which is kind of a shame, but hell, it's a slasher movie. So, anyways, I would really recommend this one. The ending is, you're very, satisfied with the ending. I was satisfied with the ending. I was satisfied with the kill count. I was satisfied complete with this movie. Not to mention that Bill Paxton plays one of the fellow basketball players who's an asshole. You gotta love Bill Paxton. I think he's casted in it as William Paxton or something. Is Eddie in it? But Bill Paxton's great. Everyone does great in the movie. The acting is really exceptional for this type of film. And I don't think it belonged on the video nasty list because it's such a well-made film, and it's not just complete gratuitous exploitation as a lot of the others were and as they would suggest. But Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker, or Night Warning definitely deserves its spot in the horror cult status place where it has. I mean, the horror cult community, because it's a really well-made slasher horror thriller film, and I don't think it gets much recognition, and it really should. And it's really creepy and really messed up in a lot of the disgusting things in there. But yeah, I would recommend it. The cover art is very cool. I wish Code Red would release this because I was really, really impressed with this. Thank you for watching. I'll throw a couple clips in there, here and there. Have a good one. Bye.